Today's lesson is called A Trip to the Fringe. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
My name is Roger, and today we're going to continue talking about the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh. Of course, it's not taking place this year because of COVID-19, which was a wise decision, but, it'll be back again next year, so now's a good time to talk about it and maybe make some travel plans for the year 2021. But we were talking about the fact that the Fringe Festival is very special, it's very unique, and why exactly is that?
Are you kidding? The Fringe is unique because, one, it's one of the largest festivals in the world. I believe it's the largest festival of its kind in the world. It's this 3-week party. Everything you can imagine goes on, and for the most part, it's not really organized by any single person or entity, okay? It's unique and super cool because if you're a performer, you can just show up and perform anywhere you want. You're not confined to theaters or stages or anything like that. If you want to perform on a boat there, go for it. Bathroom? Sure, you can tell jokes in the bathroom and perform in bathrooms there, no problem. Swimming pools? No problem. Perform wherever you like. You are free to do whatever you like when you're a part of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. It's just that open, just that cool, just that unique. Anyways, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Walking from one performance venue to another is an unavoidable experience at the Fringe, but it's also part of the fun because so much happens in the streets. Nowhere is the party atmosphere more intense than on the Royal Mile, Edinburgh's main street, where musicians, jugglers, acrobats, and other street performers from around the world show off their talents. So be sure to stop by and enjoy some songs and shows.
大家好，第一部分我们看到单字 venue， 这个字是名词，指场地、会场、事件等的发生地。例如 Matt's band is playing a show at an outdoor venue. Matt 的乐团正在一个户外场地表演。或是 This is one of the best venues in Chicago to see live music. 这是芝加哥最棒的现场音乐表演场地之一。接着我们看到形容词 unavoidable，意思是无可避免的。例如 Crowds are unavoidable on public transportation during rush hour. 巅峰时间的大众交通工具上难免挤满人潮。再来，我们看到单字 intense， 这个字是形容词，指热切的、强烈的、极度的。像是 Joe was an intense man who was passionate about his work. Joe 是个很认真的人，对自己的工作很有热忱。或是 No matter what the activity,Tom has always been an intense competitor. 无论是什么活动 Tom 都是积极的竞争者。再举一个例子 Fighting quickly became intense after the start of the war. 开战之后，战况很快就变得很激烈。
Okay, everybody, now you've arrived in Edinburgh in 2021. You've been lucky enough to find a place to stay. So what do you do? How do you enjoy this festival? Well, here it says, walking from one performance venue to another is an unavoidable experience at the Fringe, but it's also part of the fun because so much happens in the streets. So basically, it just sounds like you just go walking around and you just kind of see what's going on. You don't really have a definite plan in mind. So you walk from one performance venue to another, from one to another. And a venue, of course, is where something takes place. Okay, what is the venue for the World Cup next time? I think it's going to be taking place in the Middle East someplace. That's the venue. That's where it's going to be taking place.
Anyways, you do have to walk from place to place there, and that can kind of be a hassle. Oh, man, I have to cross Edinburgh on foot. That sounds awful. Well, walking is an unavoidable experience at the Fringe. That's true. But because the city has been turned into a performance venue, the walk across Edinburgh that you might have to make is actually kind of fun. Yes, walking is an unavoidable experience at the Fringe, But it's also part of the fun because so much happens in the streets. So you're walking from one venue to the next, and you might run into a number of performances along the way. How cool is that? Anyways, if something is unavoidable, it means you can't avoid that thing. If something is unavoidable, it's inevitable, it's coming. You can't escape it.
Yep, or sometimes it's unavoidable. Traffic jams are unavoidable in Taipei during rush hours, for example. You're just going to have to live with them. Turn on the radio, listen to the news or something like that. Prepare to sit in traffic for some time. Yes, traffic jams are unavoidable, but in this particular case, walking from one performance to another is an unavoidable experience. It's something you're just going to have to learn to accept, but that's part of the fun. That's probably why people go to the Fringe Festival in the first place, because things just kind of happen out of the blue. You just don't know what's going to be round every corner. And nowhere is the party atmosphere more intense than on the Royal Mile, Edinburgh's main street, where musicians, jugglers, acrobats, and other street performers from around the world show off their talents. So yeah, you could walk all the way from one end of Edinburgh to the other, but most people know that the main action is taking place on the Royal Mile, and that is Edinburgh's main street. So nowhere is the party atmosphere more intense than on the Royal Mile. So this pattern here, nowhere is it than this place, okay? So in other words, basically, that is the place where the atmosphere is the most intense, on the Royal Mile in Edinburgh.
There you go. The party atmosphere on the Royal Mile is super intense. It's the most intense place party-wise in Edinburgh during the Fringe Festival. Anyways, here we've got the word atmosphere to talk about. No, we're not talking about air. The air that surrounds the earth, the air that we breathe, that keeps us safe from the sun's rays and stuff like that. No. Here, when we're talking about the atmosphere of a place, we're talking about the tone of that place, how that place makes you feel. So apparently, if you walk down the Royal Mile during the Fringe Festival there in Edinburgh, you are going to really feel really good and really festive, because there, the party atmosphere is super intense. It's extremely strong there. It'll be impossible to not feel that party atmosphere while walking down the Royal Mile. So there you go. You might be thinking, oh man, I've got to walk an entire mile. Oh gosh, why can't we catch a taxi or something? Well, go ahead and take a stroll. Take a 1 mile long stroll down the Royal Mile during the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and boy, you will not forget it. You'll have to walk that mile, but boy, will you absorb a whole lot of that party.
Yep, and you can see lots of musicians, of course, people singing and playing musical instruments. Then you've got jugglers. Those are people who throw balls or pins up into the air and then catch them, usually more than 3, maybe 4 or 5 or something. They juggle them, or they juggle them with another person. And acrobats, of course, are doing flips and somersaults in the air, etc., etc. And you'll also see other street performers, comedians, and things like that. And they'll be from around the world, and they're showing off their talents. They're letting you know what they can do. And I expect lots of people from Taiwan to perform in this festival as well. As you know, people from Taiwan win design competitions all the time. So, of course, they've got some great creativity here in Taiwan. So, of course, they're going to take that creativity to Edinburgh. You can probably see lots of people there from Taiwan putting on some great shows.
There you go. So musicians, jugglers, acrobats, and other street performers from around the world show off their talents. Those talents are on display. These performers are showing them off. They might not be boasting or bragging, but they're making sure that you can see what they can do. So be sure to stop by and enjoy some songs and shows. All right, everyone, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Aside from all the sights and sounds, Edinburgh in August offers plenty to stimulate your taste buds. Bristow Square, one of the city's main public spaces, transforms into an outdoor food, drink, and entertainment area during the Fringe. There are also plenty of more laid-back options, such as the Elephant House, a cafe where J.K. Rowling wrote much of her early Harry Potter books. Afterward, you can take a walk through Princes Street Gardens, admire a gorgeous view of Edinburgh Castle, and perhaps see some performances there as well.
第二部分我们看到动词 stimulate 指刺激、促使，例如 We hope that these new tax policies will stimulate the economy. 我们希望这些新的税务政策将会刺激经济，或是In order to stimulate sales, the company decided to lower the prices of its products. 为了促进销量，公司决定降低其产品的价格。再来，我们看到单字 afterward， 这个字是副词，指后来、以后，亦可拼作 afterwards, A-F-T-E-R-W-A-R-D-S, afterwards. 例如 Please write your name here first. You can fill out the rest of the form afterward. 请先在这里写你的名字。你可以之后再填表格上剩下的部分，或是 Michael and I saw a great movie at home. Afterwards, we went out to dinner. Michael 和我在家看了一部很棒的电影，之后我们就出去吃晚餐。
Okay, so if you're going to the Fringe Festival, you're going to be checking out all sorts of street performances or performances on stage as you walk from one performance venue to another. But all that activity can be quite exhausting, so you're going to be getting hungry and you're going to be getting thirsty. So in the next paragraph, we talk about what you can do if you get hungry and if you get thirsty. So the next paragraph here says, aside from all the sights and sounds, Edinburgh in August offers plenty to stimulate your taste buds at various places. Okay, so besides all these sights and sounds, all the performances and all the old buildings and stuff like that, there are lots of things there to stimulate your taste buds. Now here we've got the word stimulate. That means you cause something to start moving or to get excited. To stimulate, for example, I could say you want to stimulate the economy like they tried to do in various countries because of the COVID-19 problem. They sent money to people to help stimulate the economy, to get people to spend money and to keep the economy rolling so it wouldn't turn into a big depression. And also in this particular case, though, we're not stimulating the economy, we're stimulating your taste buds or stimulating your appetite. Taste buds are the things on your tongue that detect taste in food, but here the term taste buds just refers to your appetite when you want to eat something.
Yeah, your taste buds are going to be interested in the food to be had there in Edinburgh. You're going to stimulate or activate your taste buds. Anyways, let's move on. Read some more. It says Bristow Square, one of the city's main public spaces, transforms into an outdoor food, drink, and entertainment area during the Fringe. So there you go. Eat and drink your fill. Stimulate your taste buds there at Bristow Square. Now, Bristow Square, it says here, is usually one of the city's main public spaces, okay? But during this particular festival, it is totally changed into something else. It is transformed into an outdoor food, drink, and entertainment area. How cool is that? Yeah, if I went to the Festival Fringe, or the Fringe Festival, I should say, I would want to visit Bristow Square. I would want to witness this transformation for myself.
So you can expect to buy snacks from all over the world, from England and Scotland or whatever. You can sample some of the local cuisine and, of course, have some treats from other countries as well, and also things to drink. And there's entertainment going along. So, yeah, get yourself a scone or something, or order a fish and chips and sit down and watch a performance. Maybe somebody will be playing the bagpipes for you.
Sounds intense. Anyways, there are plenty of more laid-back options, such as the Elephant House, a cafe where J.K. Rowling wrote much of her early Harry Potter books. So there you go. That's a pretty cool cafe, the Elephant House. If you're a Harry Potter fan, maybe you want to check that out. Anyways, check it out. And then afterward, you can take a walk through Princes Street Gardens, admire a gorgeous view of Edinburgh Castle, and perhaps see some performances there as well. So there you go. Do one thing, and then afterwards, do something else. Yeah, afterwards. They all mean after, in the future, later, after some other thing, subsequent to some other thing.
Yeah, maybe you are worn out from all the performances, so you want to do something different. So yeah, take a stroll, take a walk through Prince's Street Gardens. You could also check out the Edinburgh Castle, one of the famous landmarks of Edinburgh there. You can see or can have a gorgeous view of that castle. Gorgeous just means really beautiful, magnificent, really good looking. And also you might see some other performances there as well near the castle. So you never know what you're going to see in Edinburgh during the Fringe Festival. Okay, that brings us to the end of the second part of our lesson. Let's move on now to the third part and finish things up.
Unfortunately, the 2020 Fringe was cancelled as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak. However, the next festival is scheduled to take place from August 6th to 30th, 2021, so there's still plenty of time to plan your visit.
最后第三部分，我们看到动词 schedule 指安排、排定。我们可以说 The show is scheduled to begin in 10 minutes. 这场表演预定在10分钟后开始。另外，这个字也可以是名词，指日程表、进度表。例如 My schedule is completely full for the next few weeks. 接下来几周我的行程满档。再补充2个相关片语。第一 ahead of schedule 表示进度提前，像是 If you finish your work ahead of schedule, you can take the rest of the day off. 如果你提早完成工作，就可以先下班。第二 behind schedule 表示进度落后。举例来说 Jim still hasn't finished his report, and he is already 2 weeks behind schedule. Jim 还没有写完报告，他进度已经落后2个星期了。
Okay, folks, I have some bad news. I think we've already alluded to this, but yes, the 2020 Fringe, it's not going to happen. They will not be holding this event this year. Why? I think you guys know the reason. Yes, unfortunately, the 2020 Fringe was canceled as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak. So there you go. This pandemic, it's affecting all of us the world over. Even this unbelievable festival that so many people love so much, it's canceled as well because of this particular outbreak. How sad, how unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It was canceled as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak. Outbreak here just means when something breaks out. It could refer to a prisoner breaking out of prison. There's been an outbreak at the prison, but in this particular case, it just means when a disease becomes widespread and lots of people get sick and lots of people die. So yeah, they had to cancel this festival. It was the only thing they could do. However, the next festival is scheduled to take place or to occur from August 6th to August 30th in 2021. So here we've got the word schedule being used as a verb. That just means that's when it's going to take place. You could say the meeting is scheduled for 3 o'clock this afternoon, for example. So here the next festival is scheduled to occur or take place or happen in August of next year. So there's still plenty of time to plan your visit, make your reservations, and get all excited about it.
Yes, everyone, there's always next year, so go ahead and get your travel arrangements set ahead of time. Anyways, folks, with that, it's time for us to say bye-bye for now, but don't go away. The Chinese teacher is on her way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。要体验爱丁堡艺穗节的热闹气氛，一定要去它的主要街道 Royal Mile。 课文第一部分就写到说 Nowhere is the party atmosphere more intense than on the Royal Mile. 好，那这个句子呢，它是用否定副词 nowhere 当句首的倒装句。我们来学习这样的用法。当否定副词或者是否定副词片语摆在句首的时候，我们必须将助动词或 be 动词移到主词的前面来进行倒装，那就会形成否定副词或否定副词片语加助动词加主词加动词，或者是否定副词或否定副词片语加 be 动词 加主词，像这样的句型就会形成倒装了。好，那常常会摆在句首的否定副词或否定副词片语包含有 nowhere 任何地方都不怎么样， little 少到几乎没有， seldom rarely 很少， hardly barely scarcely 几乎不， never 从不， by no means 绝不， not for a moment从来没有一刻怎么样， no longer 不在，或者是 in no circumstances under no circumstances 表示无论任何情况也不怎么样等等，很多都可以用。好，那么举例来说，原本直述句的例句是 I have never doubted your love 我不曾怀疑过你的爱。我们如果把 never 移到句首，这时候助动词 have 就要移到主词 I 的前方，形成倒装 Never have I doubted your love。好，那回头来看课文的句子，如果它不倒装呢，句子可以还原成 The party atmosphere is nowhere more intense than on the Royal Mile。那这边呢，它就是用否定词 nowhere 去搭配比较级 more intense than 来表达出最高级的意思。所以字面意思来看，没有地方比 Royal Mile 的派对氛围更热烈，也就是说 Royal Mile 是派对氛围最热烈的地方了。好，课文下一句写到说So be sure to stop by and enjoy some songs and shows. 所以务必要停下来欣赏歌曲及表演。那这边有两个重点。第一个 be sure to 加原形动词的意思及用法。好，那我们在使用祈使句 be sure to 加原形动词，就是说一定要做某事。这个句型常常用来提醒别人务必做某事。例如 be sure to wash your hands before you eat.吃饭之前一定要先洗手。那如果我们是用某人或某事物 be sure to 加原形动词，则是表达说某人一定会做某事，某事一定会发生。像 It's sure to be a fantastic show 就是说那一定会是一场很精彩的表演。第二个补充的重点 stop by 它是指短暂停留顺道拜访，也可以说 drop by。 那其实 stop by stop over stop off 都有稍作拜访的意思，不过 stop by 它的语气比较亲切，就类似中我们说的串门子的那种感觉，而 stop over 和 stop off 比较常用在去某地的途中顺道拜访。好，那么以上今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Atmosphere. There was a peaceful atmosphere inside the church on Sunday. Intense. Michael can't get over his intense dislike of stinky tofu. Afterward. We're going for some ice cream afterward if you want to join us. Gorgeous. The maple leaves look really gorgeous when they turn red. Unfortunately. I'd like to come to your party, but unfortunately I have to study for a test. Schedule. We have scheduled a meeting with the CEO for 3 p.m.
Discussion Starter starts now!
We finish off today's lesson with our discussion starter, and here is the question. Which festivals around the world would you want to see and why?
Oh, I think I would like to see Mardi Gras. Yeah, on my bucket list, I want to go to Mardi Gras, which is a very big festival there in New Orleans right before Lent occurs. It's quite the event, quite the party, quite the festival. It looks very fun to me, and I've always wanted to visit New Orleans, actually.
Well, the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh kind of reminds me of various festivals that take place in Western countries called Renaissance fairs. I went to one many, many years ago where people try to pretend that they're living in Renaissance times in European history. So you have knights and you have damsels in distress and people playing period instruments. And those can be a lot of fun if they're playing the lute, for example, or the crumhorn and stuff like that. It's going to be a rip-roaring good time for everybody.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.